Hello, I'm Silver Brown, and I'm Artist of the Week.
See, Mama said that come a day like this, I'd meet my woman, and I know she was it.
My name is Vincent Edward Fuse Reese. The name I go by when I perform on stage, and I don't know, I guess my little alter ego is Soul River Brown. And an interesting anecdote of how I came up with that name is Spike Davis. He used to do this thing called Can You Rock the Mic? It was at Yuri's Bistro, and I heard it on the radio, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out and just try out my music. And you know, up until that point, I hadn't sung out anywhere but at gospel shows with my dad, because he played, and me and my brother, we sung with that. But up to that point, I haven't tried out anything of mine. So I went out and signed the list, and he says, hey, so what's your stage name? Because I've just put Guy in the Black Hat, you know, when I went up in there. And he's like, so what's your stage name? I was like, well, I don't have a stage name. And at that time, I was really into, you know what I'm saying, the whole neo-soul look, and the music Soul Child was big at the time. So I was like, okay, you know. And Spike Davis, he says, hey, you look like, you dress like music Soul Child, and you know what, I got you. Don't worry about it. I introduce you. So at that point, I'm completely terrified, and he calls me up. He says, okay, everybody welcome to the stage, Soul. And the name stuck. I've been playing the guitar for about 6 years. My dad, actually, I started off trying to play bass, and I just back up my dad for a while, and he gave me his 63 Stratocaster, and I practiced on that. I couldn't find anybody to teach me at the time because money was a little tight, and I, at the time, you know, was a single father, so I had to teach myself. So the way I play now is completely, I would say, it's unorthodox, because I don't know any notes or anything of what I'm playing. I just know it sounds good to me, and pretty much that's just it. Really, I don't want to set the course for myself. I want my music to just take me. I just want to be a passenger on the train, you know what I mean, and just let the music take me wherever it's going to take me, instead of me trying to steer, you know what I'm saying, and guide myself. You know how everybody says, let the Lord take the wheel, you know what I mean? I want that to be in the same way for my music. You know, I just want to be the cat that says, hey, 20 years from now, I didn't know that my music would take me right here, but, you know, damn, it was a strange and wonderful journey, you know what I mean? One of my most favorite venues that I've performed at, it's closed now. It was Yuri's Bistro, and I used to have a ball there. Let me see, a couple more was Wick's Pizza on Barsound Road. There was Expressions of You, of course. That was my home for a long time. Any Saturday I would go there and just wanted to uplift myself and try out new music. Expressions of You, ran by James Linton and his wife Camille at the time. You know, during that time it was just a great place to play, and just a good, you know, good group of people. Everybody was just real cool and chill. And let me see, Jazzy Blue, and the Riverbend Winery. I tried a lot of new stuff there, and, you know, kind of got educated on a lot of stuff there also. And Stevie Ray's, and that's probably it. Right now, my favorite place to play at is Diamond's Pub and Billiard in St. Matthews, on the corner of Frankfort Avenue and Lexington Road. It's a good place to come out. Actually, we're playing this Friday, February 8th. So if anybody's not doing anything, want to come out and check out a nice band and a, you know, cool group of people. Inspiration is, it sounds crazy, but it's the one person at the show that after you leave, they come up to you and say, hey, man, you know, I loved what you did. You don't know, but what you were singing about is something that I was going through just the other day, you know, or this happened, the same thing you were singing is something that happened to me a while back. You know what I mean? Those types of things keeps me like moving forward and pushing to the point to where, you know, I know it's something that's greater, you know. I know it's something that's deeper, because, you know, I wouldn't be out, you know, I don't know, I just feel like everybody's supposed to be here and they're like meant to do something. I just think this is what I meant to do just for those people, you know, even if it's just to play in clubs around the city for the rest of the time I'm on the face of the earth, you know what I mean, just as long as I can touch a couple of people and let them know that, hey, I went through the same thing, and hey, I know it's hard, but look, I'm sitting here playing about it and I'm cool, you know, long as, you know what I'm saying, you listen to the music and you love it and you got it and you get the message. It's just the people that get the message is what keeps me moving and keeps me to the point to where sometimes I may not feel like going and doing a show, but at the same time I know that maybe tonight's the night that that one person's going to be out there that I'm supposed to reach tonight. So, I don't know. That's what keeps me going. I do like it. I didn't at first, you know, up until I guess a couple days ago, I didn't really know too much about it, and not that I didn't like it. It wasn't out or anything, except I am not very. How can I say? I'm not really a computer tech guy. It took me a while to even get on the internet with my stuff, because I'm more of a, you know what I'm saying, a 9-to-5 steel mill type cat, you know, the hard labor guy. So, you know, I had the flip phone for I don't know how many years, and I've recently, just within the past 3 weeks, got in touch with the touch screens. And, you know, everybody's got them, but I was using my flip phone for I don't know how long. All I needed to do was dial a number, and as long as it rung, it was okay with me. So, but you talked to me about your concept, and just to have a place where musicians can be at, and if you like want to find somebody, because I know there's a lot of people out there that I would love to reconnect with and do something with, but it's just hard to find a place where you can go and type in the name and hey, there they are, you know what I mean? But without spending an excessive time on the internet, you know? And for me, I just think it's a wonderful concept. I'm surprised nobody else hasn't come up with it so far, you know what I mean? It's just, it's one of those things that it's so simple that you think, how come nobody else didn't do this, you know what I mean? So it's cool. But can I ask you a question? As, what's that? Ricky Bobby would say, what should I do with my hands right now? Should I keep them right here or just keep them?
I'm alone here by myself. Oh man, you don't go and find somebody.
Well, art has saved my life in so many ways. For one, a lot of the ways I use to cope with just life circumstances in general is to write them down and play them out and get them out to somebody that may be going through the same thing that I went through, or don't know about what's possibly down the road, and just by me singing about it and letting them know as a warning or as a hey, I understand thing, you know, it's helped me out in that way. Also, it's helped me out to the point to where a lot of people out there don't know about, you know, just music and, you know, being able to play an instrument, or the way you can get things out on a positive, like in a positive manner, rather than going out and getting frustrated with, oh, I can't find a job, my girlfriend broke up with me, I'm fighting with moms, or, you know, I just got into a car accident, or whatever, you know. You don't know how, a lot of people don't know how to cope with that, so it's always, sometimes it resorts to physical violence, or, you know, just a negative way of like projecting your emotions. And I feel that this right here, this guitar, has saved me in so many ways and stopped a lot of things that could have possibly happened to me. And, you know, just helped me, like, so I wouldn't have to talk to somebody like a therapist or whatever. Not there's anything wrong with talking to a therapist. If you need it, you go for it. But this is my therapist. This is my coping mechanism for daily life issues. And that is the major way that art in a musical form has saved my life and changed it at the same time.
Yeah, now all of my days are filled with dark clouds, because with you gone there's no sun in my sky. So